Hey, what's up you guys? So, in today's video, we're going to be discussing questions relative to all of the Yu-Gi-Oh players out there. What is your favorite feeling, or what are, your favorite feelings in Yu-Gi-Oh? What feels the best? Like, for example, you feel good when you win, obviously, but what are some of those little things in Yu-Gi-Oh that you just love doing and make you feel just really great? And we'll share ours. And in the video, we want to know what yours are. What are some of your favorite things?
I remember back in the Dino Rabbit era when I attacked my opponent 4 different times in a row with Rescue Rabbit to win for game.
Really? How did that even happen? Was their hand that bad?
I can't remember what he was playing. Whatever he was playing, like I had grinded through all of his monsters, and he had monsters left, but he couldn't draw them because, of course, he was playing one of those decks that was like spell heavy. And so like I ran out of normal monsters to use for my Rescue Rabbit, so I just had to summon it, and I was like 300
and just
go,
punch.
300 go, like 300, set a back row, 300 go. And by the time you drew a monster, like I had a back row to deal with it, so the Rescue Rabbit just lived, and it was secret row too, so it was sexy.
My favorite feelings, I like when I win like really extended games. Like games that just go like far longer than they're supposed to, and I don't really like grinding, but like I just like games where like it just comes down to like who's willing to think harder for like 30 minutes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when a game lasts like 30 minutes, like who's gonna give out versus who's gonna like, keep thinking it through. And like I like doing it with decks like spellbooks, because like with spellbooks, like every turn it's that like repetitive
Long
tower, secrets, master, fate, grind. And like most people won't be able to like withstand it. Like I've found out like most people just aren't up for like that kind of thing. And so I feel really fulfilled when like I win from doing things like that.
Yeah, because I get bored playing those type of games, so yeah.
Yeah, spellbooks aren't that fun to play to me, but they are like, when you do stuff like that, it is fun to see like who's gonna break versus who's gonna hold up in a. I don't know. There are other decks that can do it too, but they're one of my favorites.
Kind of just got to overcome it. Another great feeling for me is when I'm at a regionals or something and I beat the player that has a huge entourage. If you're somebody and you have like a whole bunch of
the crowd.
The crowd, and everybody knows that my opponent, and they don't know me, and everybody's, oh man, you got this, whoop de whoop, and I beat the shit out of them, and they're quiet.
Yeah, it's always the silence.
Yeah.
It's like the people who like they talk all the trash before the game. Actually, no, more than that, I like people who talk the trash like during the game.
Oh god, yeah.
Like the ones who are just like, yeah, tribute, summon this, and like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And I just sort of like sit there and just don't say anything, and then you win. And
I also like the ones that don't talk at all, because I mean, I understand not everybody is your friend, it's fine, but I'm friendly to my opponents, there's no reason to be an asshole with just playing a card game. But if you're one of those people, you can't look me in the eye, you can't say anything, you just point at cards and do whatever.
The worst.
I want to beat you so much harder just now. Like, I mean, and when I do, the satisfaction, because I know you're not going to shake my hand, you're not even going to acknowledge me.
They're not going to.
You're going to sign the slip and throw it back in my mat, and you're going to walk away, and I'm going to gladly slide it back over to me and sign, and I'll even look you in the eyes and give you a smile.
Yeah, you got to. Good game. I like to offer the handshake. I really like to offer the handshake because at that point, like they have to because if they don't accept, it's like douche level like over 9,000.
Right.
But they do accept, and they have to like embrace the salt and just like let it pour out.
I remember one time I beat this guy, and he's kind of like he's a jerk. I mean, and everybody who knows me in Yu-Gi-Oh knows I like to have fun. So most people in Yu-Gi-Oh they like me, but he was a jerk, and he didn't even know me, which is fine. But he actually didn't shake my hand, so I had to reach across the table and like rub his face. I swear, it was like so cool. I was like, good game. He just kind of looked away, and I was like, I just kind of caressed his cheek. I
remember there was one guy at a regional. It's kind of off topic, but some guy at a regional was giving out, like when they used to give the strategy cards with the duelist packs. Someone at a regional was giving those out to everybody he beat, like just a little strategy card from like duelist pack, you say, or whatever they're called. Anyway,
that's rude.
Something I like though is when you get a good ruling on your opponent that they didn't know about, like some ruling exploit, like so many people just play like say Night Beam and like, oh, Night Beam, you can't chain it, don't even try, blah blah blah, and they don't know that you can do the other thing where you chain something else, and like I like when you do that kind of thing, but it like beats someone, like when that's the game-winning play, and like they get angry and then they have to find out the hard way that they're ruling. I mean, I guess that sounds like really douchebaggy, but I mean it is true. Like it feels good when like you actually win because of not an exploit, but like a ruling thing that they didn't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I enjoy that kind of thing.
I've actually lost because of that. I mean,
I've lost my fair share.
I remember I was playing
games when I had not.
Yeah, it was like my very first top. I was playing against Glad Beast, and I didn't know about a certain ruling, and it actually turned the game around tremendously for me. So.
Yeah, with Glad Beast. It's not, I don't like to get that much joy out of it, but sometimes there are a few things that make me feel like bad when I do them in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sort of the opposite. Like when you set reveal contact on kids or something, it sometimes feels really dirty. You know what I mean? Like, because they're just like, it feels it feels unfair. Like when I played like Gladiator Beasts, like back at like Dragon's Lair or whatever, and like people wouldn't understand that you could set reveal contact. And sometimes, like, I was facing someone who's already gonna lose the match, and then you just, like, set reveal contact, Gazars, pop, swings, you know, grab chariot, request, blah, 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 and, like, next turn just do it again, and, like, they couldn't do anything about it, and I don't know, I just always felt dirty when I did it. I mean, I don't know, like, maybe that's, I didn't feel dirty doing it to, like, good people, but, like, you know, when it's, like, the kids, and they already are, like, trying to get what these Glads do.
Yeah.
And then you just sit here and like set reveal contact. And how's that work? I have to, you know, polymerization and blah, blah, whatever stuff. But I don't know. I also think that the only other thing I really enjoy doing in Yu-Gi-Oh, really enjoy, is like when like the underdog wins. That's not necessarily like something that I can do, but I like seeing the person you didn't expect to win because it's like it's a crowd pleaser to me. Like when the kid, like, you know, not like a kid getting a lucky dark hole, but like when someone like who's newer,
yeah,
like Leanne, remember her? Like when she actually like outplays someone, that kind of thing is, I like that kind of thing.
Yeah, she did pretty good. She's actually getting better, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, that to me is good.
Another one for me is my own personal one. Is I even to this very day I have a great feeling because I've been beating the meta with non-meta, and it's not anti-meta. I've been beating the meta with non-meta. I've been playing I've been playing the same deck for about over 3 months, and I'm still whooping ass. So
that is fun. Like I actually like playing meta after it's not meta.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. So like I always like playing a deck after it's been neutered because I feel like it's the most fun at that point. Like I like playing Mermels now.
Right.
And like I like playing windups now, even though they're like in their post, you know, neutering state. It just feels more like satisfying to win with them that way.
I never liked windups enough. I mean, I've played them I own them like 40 times, but I hate fucking windups.
Yeah, well, you know, just in general.
I like Shark. He's the fun one I like.
Shark's cool. Shark can be used in a lot of stuff too. Like the little fish thing where he can actually just summon himself and then summon another copy of himself and just rank 5 or 3 or 4. Hey, it works. I mean, so we want to hear from you guys. What are the best feelings in Yu-Gi-Oh? What little things do you like to do that just make your opponent either really angry or just make you really happy, or both? You're usually winning if you're happy and they're mad, right?
Yeah.
That's you guys like a salt game.
Yeah, nobody likes to lose.
So leave it in the comments, and we'll probably be responding. Maybe spell his name right, and he'll respond. But I'll respond no matter what.
T-R-E-L-L.
And that's the video. So thumbs, comment, sub.